Hi, this is Sandy Babb. Welcome to my studio. Wanted to share with you a junk journal I'm getting ready to list. This is a journal that I made as a self-challenge using only materials from the Dollar Tree, or mostly. I'm going to say mostly because I did cheat in a couple of small places. I think I added a bead and a little bit of wire and some clips. And I did add stitch and what else did I add? Stitch and washi tape. Those were my two things that I did as decorative elements that did not come from the Dollar Tree. This is a very thick journal. It is really wide. The front and the back, it's hard bound. It's 3.5 inches. The spine is 3.5 inches. It is a 6 by 9.5, I believe. Yes, 6 by 9.5 book. Oh, sorry, dropped my ruler on the floor. Didn't make the hook, and it is done with, this was a hardbound book that I did get at the store. This is some twine that I got there. This was actually a plastic or a vinyl shopping bag. And this was a car chamois, and this was some little thin twine, or I don't really know. It's like a little tiny cording that they had on a roll. And then there's, I bought a little green notepad that was like this. This note card, the set of note cards, was the inspiration for the entire color palette and for everything I did. And you can see that I added washi tape and stitch. You've got some little journal tucks here that you can write on. A little tab made from one of the cards. This came out of a bulletin board kit, and I just tried to find things that I thought were little journaling prompts that you could write. You know, she wished, what did she wish for? That kind of thing. So this was part of that bulletin board kit. This was from one of the envelopes from the journal. I used a coloring book, so some of the little cutout flowers are from a color book. And then where you see this solid green paper, it's this notepad. This was a little sticky notepad, just that size. I turned some things into, I used the pages from the book, and actually I did not use the pages from the book now that I'm thinking about it. The book had content and language I didn't like. I threw away the guts of the book and I used an old dictionary. So I just kind of switched out what I used and made some little buttons. I did add these because I found them on clearance for $1, these little butterflies, and I thought they were cute and really needed a little more pizzazz for the book. This was one of the borders for the bulletin board kit, and I just recovered it with some washi and hand cut paper, penciling, that kind of thing. The main papers in this were a sketch pad, a little kid's sketch pad, a little kid's writing tablet, a coloring book, and just some, they had a package of just some white paper. So those were the main things. This is just a little book. I took a couple of those things and made a little book, a little journaling book out of it, and some little, I guess these are called banners. I don't really know, but whatever. And this was a gift bag. These little shiny butterflies were in a gift bag, and on a gift bag, and I just cut them out and applied them in different ways in different places. And here's a little tuck pocket with a journaling card, another little spot with a journaling tag. I'll have to see how many pages. I don't remember. There are some tags, and all the tags I think in these I covered with the paper on back. So there's lined paper on back for writing. Here's just a little sheet of paper, a little writing area, a little flower made from the chamois, from the car chamois. I also tucked some extra just coordinating papers in here. So there are some papers and a little flip up. This is a little butterfly tab that I thought was kind of cute, using some leftovers of some of the stuff that's on there. Got a butterfly tab, a couple little tags, more journaling spots. Oops, had some papers tucked in there. It looks like they came untucked. More little pages. These, I did a light coated gesso on these pages so that you could write over them, and this doesn't really obscure your writing too much. So, and here's some more little journaling things tucked in there. A little ribbon tab, little sheer ribbon tab. More papers and cards. Another just little journal tuck. Little button made from a manila folder, or manila, what do you call this? A mailer. The mailer. I did use a pack of manila folders for this, and then this is a mailer. I don't guess those are manila paper. I don't know what those are, but I think you understand what I'm saying. This is just a little notebook, notepad. It's got some pages in it. Slips back in there and looks like a little flower tucked in there with its stem. A little banner and a little just a little piece of paper I had in my stash, just scrap in there. This is one of the envelopes from the cards, and it also has a little notebook in it. And I'll look at the pages in a minute. I don't know if I said, but this has 4 signatures. It's pretty thick. And like I said, lots and lots of room for. I used part of the bag as a pocket, and I tucked some coordinating paper in there that can be used. This is a little bottle of glitter. It was actually for fingernails, and I found that in there. I thought that was cute. And I just used some scrap wire to make a paper clip because I didn't have anything I didn't have a paper clip, believe it or not. These do open. They're open for storage. Little torn paper flower. More little folded scraps and journaling, and even a flip up. More coloring books, more tags. More tags there. More papers and all these little journal spots. I tried to make lots and lots, and this is actually a flip up, so you can write on the back, do some secret journaling underneath. More pockets and tags. This one has a lot of little tags. Has 5 little tags that have little prompts with an envelope for storing something special in there. More extra papers. Another little notebook. This is actually a flip. The card flips up. There's a tuck behind it with a card, and then there's a notebook behind it. Another one of those butterfly clips and a little tag. Another card. And I just kept the design in this pretty simple. Some more of that border, and cutouts with the coloring pages, and then I just put washi tape where you see color. It's just washi tape. Here's another butterfly, but this time I put the butterfly this way. That's a tuck. This was made from a silk butterfly bush, a dictionary page, a piece of the bag, and this was some thick wide ribbon, and the twine, baker's twine. This little piece here, I used a little scrap of this brown in here, and it's a vintage grass cloth wallpaper, and so that just kind of gave it a little something. And then I did some pencil marks here and there, just outlining and things like that, just to give a little more decoration. Another tag. Let's see. Yeah, that one's got the thing on the back. It has a tag in it. So there's also a little tuck here if you want to tuck something under there. A little tuck here if you want to tuck. Another one of the envelopes that opens and you can store things, and another pocket on the back. And then we start the, how many, did I say this had 4 signatures? Yeah, it does. No. How many signatures does this thing have? This has 3. I guess I can't count either. Man. Here's another one of those little bottles with the handmade bead. And another little pocket with a card. This one has a couple of tucks in it. So it's got a couple tags. And another journaling card. This has got a little tiny tuck for a little tag in there. And a flip up. And this one you can journal on the pocket and put stuff in the pocket. Little cards. It's really kind of just a repeat, just a cut out of the piece of the card and some paper stuck in there. This is a flip. This is one of the extra envelopes. It has paper folded to journal, and it also has paper behind it. Then across from it is another banner with another little tag. And there's still room for decoration if anybody wanted to take it further. I just kind of, you know, tried to keep it uniform and simple using repetitive colors and patterns and symbols like the butterfly and the buttons and the banners, so that kind of kept it uniform. And you can just see all kinds of little things. Here's another one of those butterflies used as a tuck. More little journal spots. More paper and more flip-up writing. Oops, so, no, that was one page. This one is a butterfly notepad. It's got 2 wings. You can write on both sides of it. Tucked in there, and that flips open, and there's also some room behind it for more information that you want to keep. So I'm going to be listing this in my Etsy shop. I will have a link below, and thank you for taking a look.